Hey, Rakin Raccoon, you're the first one in, buddy. How's it going? Yo, Sam. It's a little breezy today. Hopefully the microphone is okay. That's kind of at my back, and I'm trying to keep it at my back so it doesn't bother the video. Let me know if it's really bad. If it is, we'll have to kill it, do it again later. But it's so nice out right now, I don't want to. Thrill Billy, 3 of my buddies. I got my frame hit problem solved on my Axiom from the other day. That had me puzzled, but I figured it out. I did some complicated thinking, which is probably a little much for a dude my age. Ooh, I hammered that little pheasant head. Thrill Billy's here. So you guys behave. He'll punch you down. Boom, I'm on today with the short draw. Figured my long draw problem out the other day, so we'll get that out in a little bit. Bust up a can. Hopefully my leg lasts. Learned when my leg starts hurting, if I go in and do some quick stretches, do a walk around a little bit, it gets better really fast. So I may have to make some walks down to my target to fix something today. See if that helps. Ooh, got the 40. Yeah, baby. Hey, if you hey, I'll put it through its paces. I'll do a review video on it. You know, I'll test out what you didn't like and tell you if you were wrong. Thrill Billy just ordered the Cleaver Pro. That's a pretty sweet sling. If I was going to shoot through the fork, that's the one I would go with. Looks pretty cool. Shoot that little bell. Almost. Wow, 55 people. Everybody double tap your screen. Give me a like for the algorithms on the YouTubes. And I have new bands, pretty much, on both of my short draw, and my long draw does not have that many shots on it. So unless I hit some frames or something, I shouldn't be breaking something. Ooh, I just tipped the bell. A Nova is a style of slingshot that's really popular. Liberty Custom makes them. I know Jordan Smothers makes them. Oh, I smacked that little bell that time. Sam's got a one on order for picking up at ECST. He's going to blow the competition with that thing. Oh, I hit the golf ball on the first shot. For the record, don't put a real golf ball up on your target range. As you can imagine, bounce backs are really bad and you never know where they're going because it's round. I have a wiffle golf ball up there. Sometimes when I shoot it and it's starting to wear out, the ammo will get stuck inside of it. It's pretty fun. I got a new PFS from Gene Kirkland. 3 S's and 3 PFs and a scout. Dang, you're going right for the hard stuff, aren't you, Rakin? Afghanistan. Interpreter for the Army and again. Very cool. Thanks for tuning in, Karaman. Very neato. Zombieland movie reference. Okay. But hey, that's cool. Afghanistan. I think you're the first one I've had come from Afghanistan. That's really cool. I've had Istanbul. I've had Russia. I've had lots of countries, but I think you're the first from Afghanistan, so welcome. We are here in the United States, right smack in the middle of the country. And we're just shooting slingshots, or they call them catapults overseas sometime. And it's just fun. I don't hunt with them. Don't eat wild game. It's just a fun, quiet, inexpensive way to shoot targets. Have a good time. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. We like to have visitors from all over the world. We're trying to grow the sport a little bit and make it really popular. Oh, I hurt the pheasant that time. All right, I'm going to try and shoot the frog. He's right down there. Oh, did you see that? I knocked him off. And he went flying up over behind my curtain. We'll have to go get that one in a little bit. That was hilarious. And you saw it live. That was awesome. That was cool. Poor old pheasant's holding up pretty good. Of course, if I let Sam or Weston shoot at that pheasant, it'd be disintegrated in about 30 minutes. Well, that's been my primary target recently, is shooting that pheasant, and it's holding up really good. Of course, I don't shoot as hard or as accurately as them guys do. But you getting better with the gapper? Yes, I am. I think I told you in a message last night, Sam. I was out by myself for a little while, and all right, you loud motorcycle, you made your point. And I readjusted my grip back to the way it was on half butterfly, and all of a sudden my accuracy went right back to where it is with half butterfly. I was tearing that can up. I think I hit it 4 or 5 times in a row a couple of times. So, yeah, I'm getting better. I'll pull it out in a little bit. I put a lot longer bands on it because I couldn't get the full stretch, and it was making my shoulder hurt. What makes me mad, though, is I went and made a video that I could put on my YouTube channel on learning full butterfly. And then I went and talked about this new grip that was going to save me, and I can't use that grip, and so I can't make the video. I can't make a new one saying I'm learning it, or you're watching me learn, because I figured it out. I thought about making a blip to add to it and interrupting the video. We interrupt this program and talk about what I did. That way I could still make my video. I just don't know if that'd be annoying to viewers. You're the viewers, you tell me. All right, let's get caught up. Oh, somebody's been naughty, been getting hidden. This is a G-rated channel, family friendly. Yep. It looks like where that frog used to be. It looks like a hangman's noose up there. It's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. I may need to go down and put the frog back up, because I like shooting that little guy. All right, I'm going to go hang my frog back up. I'll be right back. But I'll keep talking. All right, so when I hit that frog, he came flying out of this thing. He flew back behind my backstop. There he is. He was hiding. He was tired of being punished, I think. Let's tie him back. I hit him good. There's a piece of ammo inside of him, which means one of his legs probably cracked. All right, come on. That didn't work. Need a little more room, I think. Oops. Come on, frog. People don't want to see me tying you up. They want to see me smacking you. Nice and tight there. I think I need a longer paracord. There we go. Slide you back on there. Our little frog's back, and he's mooning us. His butt is to us, so we're going to be smoking his butt. All right. Anything fun happen? Thundering and raining there. Oh, man, Sam, it's so pretty here. It's like mid-70s, a light breeze, in the shade. It's absolutely amazing. It's going to get really hot. It's supposed to hit like 90 tomorrow. But man, it is so pretty here right now. All right, let's hit that frog again. See if we can knock him loose again. We're going to smoke his butt this time. Oh, got him. Spun him around. $120 people on. Throw some more likes up there, folks. Throw some more likes. We like likes. Some of you folks that aren't the regular sling shooters, if you got questions, I love to answer questions and help people out and teach and show things. I'm not the greatest shooter in the world. I would consider myself a very strong intermediate or low end good, but I love it. I've learned a lot and I like to share it. 30 feet, pretty close. I'm at 10 meters, which is the standard competition distance, so 33 feet. What's 3 feet among friends, right? What's 3 feet? That's pheasant again. Hey, glad I could help you, Donnie. Speaking of competition, there's a huge tournament coming up this coming weekend, starting next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Fortunately, I can't go, but I know a couple of folks on here. I know Mr. Sam's going. He's ready to smoke some targets, score some points, make some friends, and kick a few butts. But he's going to be nice when he kicks butts. He's going to do it very friendly like. So if you guys are going to be there, make sure and go up and hang out with Sam a little bit and go to the practice range and blow up some stuff. And then go buy a couple slingshots from some of the vendors. Ooh, got the 60 millimeter solid. Yeah, we're up to 26 likes. Yeah, we're getting there. All right, let's try and smack that frog again. I'm worried he's coming untied. I see a string hanging. Oh well, if we hit him, we'll know. I do have a mic. If you're unfamiliar with how I do stuff, I have a mic down by the target range. So when I hit things, you should be able to hear it. There's a little white post right there. And I have a mic sitting on it. Oh, he held on. Woohoo! Can you hit a groundhog at 100 feet? If I got lucky, I could. Max, if I got lucky, I could. And at 100 feet, I would lose so much of my momentum. It might startle him, but it's not going to hurt him. Effective hunting distance with the slingshot is probably between 20 and 40 or 50 feet, depending on how heavy a band and what kind of ammo you're using. I can't hunt here. The state that I live in does not allow hunting with a slingshot. I'm not a wild game person anyway. But I do like to control a few pests around my yard, like chipmunks and raccoons. The raccoons, I shoot them with clay. If they come in my yard, I don't want them around because they got on my roof 2 years ago and chewed a hole in it and cost me a new roof. So, not going to hurt them, but I send them home with a bruise on their butt. And they come up through the sewer, and there's a ditch between my house and the business behind me for drainage. And they come up through the big sewer grate. So they're probably all stinky anyway. Boom. I'm just killing that pheasant. As tempting as it should be, you should shoot your siblings. Yeah, that's this is true. You switch forward hands. I'm with my right forward and miss, but my left forward, no aim. I hit every time. Then shoot the way you hit, man. I'll tell you a story about that. Mr. American Meteorite. Man, ooh, that sounds kind of cool. Howdy. I'm left-handed, and everything on screen that you're seeing looks backwards. Slingshot's in my left hand because I'm in selfie mode on my camera. So everything's mirrored. So I'm left-handed and my slingshot's in my left hand. You're probably asking why, because when I learned to be an archery instructor, we learned about dominant eye. And it turns out I'm dominant in both eyes, which sounds weird because that wouldn't be dominant, but I am. But my right eye is stronger. So if I try and shoot with eyes open, I got two things fighting. It's like I don't know what to aim at. But I've decided that I'm going to go right eye, right-handed shooting. So I shoot archery right-handed, and I shoot a slingshot right-handed. And because I write left-handed and do everything else left-handed, I think this harm is stronger, and it helped me learn quicker because I can hold it steady better. I've tried to shoot the other way, but because I've been doing it with the other hand, because I've been doing it with this hand so much, it just felt weird. But yeah, you can shoot both ways. Whichever way you're hitting the best and is most comfortable, man, do it. The big thing is just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it. Have fun. That's what this is all about. And for a few, occasionally hunting. Occasionally hunting for some, not for me. I don't know if you probably can't see, but I'm using a new different ammo bag today. This is that big fancy one that Simpleshot sells that I got for my birthday last September. And it's like $45. It's kind of pricey. And I didn't really care for it because the big old flap gets in the way when you put ammo down in there. But I like how it holds slingshots. So last night I tried it, and what I do is I take that big flap and I just roll it up and tuck it down next to the strap, and it stays there. So it looks like I can start using this big fancy pack and hold more stuff. The go bag, yes, it's the big go bag. Of course, I can't put a fancy Velcro sticker on there because I roll it up. But it sits there nice, holds a nice slingshot here. I got my long draw there, my backup in the front pocket. Of course, it doesn't like lock down in there, but yeah, who cares? The Go Bag. Yep. It's a nice bag. Very well built. It's going to last forever. I'm getting itchy. I think I might have to pull the gapper out and blow up a can. I know Sam is anxious for that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. The team of me. We're not going there. It's just not that kind of channel. All right, put you down. Like that. Da, 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 da. I'm from Indonesia. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? I know in Indonesia and over there in the Asia area, slingshot shooters, there's some really, really good shooters over in that area. I don't know if you're into it or if you've seen them or not, but I know over there, there's some people that make beautiful slingshots. And there's some amazing shots over there, people that shoot. I've seen some of their videos online. I put these on because sometimes I get band slap and it hits my fingers and hurts. I don't like hurt. See how long it takes me to hit the 40, Sam? Okay. Okay, I'm going to go for the 40 up there. Then we're going to blow a can up, Sam, and you're not going to stop me. I have my bands a little extra long while I build up some muscles in my shoulder and stuff because I got tired. My first set of bands that I did the butterfly with were not quite long enough, and it hurt pulling back. There's 2. That was close, Sam. That was close. My goal is within 10. Oh, that was terrible. I think the wind got that one. Getting closer. Five. Sometimes I think my bands might be too long. Calm down, Win. 6. That was very close. You're going to have to shorten these bands just a tiny little bit. The wind's got them. Calm down. Calm down. Is there a way to translate the chat? I have not found one on live. I know how to talk. I lost count. I think that's 8. Sam, you're making me look bad here, buddy. 9. All right, can we do it in our 10th shot? Nope. I'm about to give up, Sam, and go to the can because that's way more fun than missing. Whether you give me permission or not. Yesterday when I was doing this, dude, I was hitting everything with this thing. I was on. Today, not so much. Low. I'm consistently low, so I need to move my anchor a little bit. Now I'm high. A couple more and we're giving up. We're going to a can, which is way more fun. That was close. All right, we're going in for the can, whether Sam likes it or not. Zoom in a little bit. The can is right there. How to use the wind. I don't. The wind messes me up. Wind messes you up because the bands start going like this, and it takes some of your velocity away. There's a couple of those misses I had were from the wind. Roll Ranger's still going. Somebody ask about Rangers? Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, it is, Sam Woods. Still good and strong. And our boys camp this summer, we're having slingshots. It's one of the events, and I'm running it. All right, here we go. See, I hit the can first shot. See, I got pink bands and a pink can from one of them bougie energy drinks that the kids all spend a butt ton of money on for some reason. Not delivering a huge punch. It's going to take a while to cut a can with these bands because I just have them dialed back a little bit. Wind got that one. At least I got a hit on it. All right, slow down a little bit, Philip. Let everything calm down. Let everything calm down. That was a hit, but it was not a good one. That was a good hit. That was a good hit. Yes, we're family friendly. How long have I been shooting, James asked. Oh, a couple people said hi, Drexter and something. Hello. I've been shooting a little over a year and a half. It's been a fun journey. What I'm shooting now is a more advanced style of shooting with a harder to shoot slingshot, and I've just now learning it. So I'm not as accurate. If I pull my regular sling, my everyday shooter out, I'll bust that can up in no time. But this is not the best example of what I can do. For sure it's, oh, I ripped a big old gaping hole in the bottom of that thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Zoom in just a teeny bit more. Whoop. Yeah, there's a big hole. Sirens. Oh, somebody's gonna. Ooh, two of them. Must be something important. All right, the bottom has a big old hole in it. And I hit it right in that hole and put a hole out the back side. So these bands don't quite have the power of my short draw. And so it takes a few more hits, but it's putting a hole in it. I cut a can yesterday with these bands, and I think I took 22 hits to cut it. With my short draw, I'm usually through in about 13 to 15. Oh, it's hanging. You can see it's crooked. One good hit and it might go down. Even Sam's got to be impressed with that. Of course, he'd have smoked it already, but what was up with that? I spit when I shot. Hope you didn't catch that on video. The wind was blowing my target. Well, how am I supposed to hit it if it's moving? What, do you think I am, a marksman? Should get my chronograph out and see what kind of speed I'm getting. All I want is the same speed as my short draw. I don't care for not trying to push 300 feet per second. I put a good dent in it. That one flew right through the gap. That hit with a authority. It's not a spitball. Yeah, that's funny. The bands were twisted. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I think these bands are so long that they kind of get tangled up on the retraction, which means I probably got them a little too loose. So every now and then it's a good shot, but they just kind of go, and that was one of them. So maybe after this session, I'll go in and knock a ½ inch or so off my bands and see if that helps. It's about to go. One good hit on the bottom and she's done. There it was. Boom. That was a perfect hit. Right on the bottom of that can. All right. Show it to you. Oh, pummel that sucker. Ooh, I can still smell the drink. It's all strawberry, like strawberry. Red Bull. Just what a kid can be with Red Bull. All right. This is what's left of it. You knocked the bottom right out of it. Smell it? It smells like strawberry. All right. I'm going to get my regular slingshot back out for a little bit. Who's down for some long distance? Anybody want to see some distance, some 25-yard shooting? I'm down to try it. Just got to set up and move my camera back a little. Let me get back to my regular slingshot and get comfortable again. Pretty comfortable there. I hit the pheasant dead on. That pheasant would be so dead today. I'm down for long. I'm not going to try it with the butterfly because I don't think those bands have enough juice to do much from distance. So, all right, let me go set up. What I got to do is down here, I have a water bottle on a stick. Right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that off and put a coffee can up there. Because when you shoot distance, there's usually a decent sized target to shoot at. Not a small 40 millimeter, but you know, decent size. And I believe at ECST they may have a regular standard target that you shoot at long distance and you get points based on where you hit, which would be a little different than what I did at the Midwest Spring Sling. It's Midwest Spring Sling. We had an 8-inch gong, 8-inch saw blade to shoot at, and so that coffee can's in the ballpark. So let's walk backwards. There's 15 yards. For those of you who haven't seen, I'm in the parking lot of the car repair store in my backyard. It's not my backyard, but it butts up to my yard. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the target right there. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Measured, I think. So what we did at the Midwest Spring Sling, we got 2 practice shots, and then we had 10 shots to see how many hits we could get. So let's play that game again and see how we do. That was short. Of course, the wind's a little stronger out here. I think my altitude is pretty close on that. So, all right, here's my first shot. That was high. Here's 1 out of 2. Now I know where to aim. Oh, I messed up. 1 out of 3. Shooting for 50%. I'm not doing good right now. 1 out of 4. Two out of 5. Hope you guys can hear that. Four out of 7. Oh, 4 out of 8. That was so close. 5 out of 9. Can we get 60%? 6 out of 10. That would be awesome. Oh, I got it barely. 6 out of 10. That's exactly what I got at the tournament in March. I got 6 out of 10 on the distance. So I'm still consistent with that. Philippine Gang. Survival Empire. Rational Review. Sounds like a fun channel. Let's shoot a few more at distance. Just for giggles. Let's see if we can hit that can down there. The can I hung up, I think it's like right up in there. I ain't gonna do much. Hit it. Ooh, that was close. My altitude is just about right. I just got to get the windage dialed in. Don't want to sit out here in the sun too long. Oh, I knew I messed that one up as soon as I let it go. That one was dang close. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to shoot at a pop can at 25 yards. Oh, I thought that one had it. Thought that one had it. Oh, I screwed that up. Started to aim and I couldn't find what I was shooting at. I just was shooting at all the wrong stuff. Oh. We are close, folks. We are close. We are close. Oh, I thought that was on. Dang. Oh, we killed it. All right, let's go back, and then we'll go inspect the can. See what kind of damage it did from 25 yards. Plus back here I can be in the shade again. Keeps wanting me to my screen because I was hitting my button. All right, I'm going to pull the phone off. All right, let me flip the phone around. Dude, we did get a hole in it. Look at that. Didn't go all the way through. You can hear it in there. Not bad from 25 yards. I'll take that. Let me slide some of this over. See all my ammo on the ground? I just come by with a magnet and pick it up. It's awesome. Since we're up there, may as well fix her up. All right, let's go. Quick tour of my yard here. That's an auto repair store in my backyard. Kind of comes in handy when something goes wrong. I just walk over and hand them a key. They come get my car and fix it. These are my neighbors' yards. This guy right here in that house with the garage, he just bought this house that's abandoned and is going to be destroyed. He's building a fancy new home there. The lady who was there passed away, and she was a hermit, and the house is beyond repair. It's in really bad shape inside. It looks nice, but inside it's really bad. And then there's my house. There's the tent in my driveway and my cars. My neighbor across the street, and you can't really see it through the trees. There's a cool car over there. That's a dude bought an old liquor store that was abandoned and turned it into a man cave. It's pretty cool in there. He invites friends over for ball games and junk. Been in there once or twice. It's a pretty neat place. Got all kind of memorabilia in there. Actually, he's there now. His scooter's there. He lives down the street. He lives about maybe half a mile away. He saw me out shooting one day, and he's standing by the door, and he holds up a beer can and says, "Here you go." It's like, dude, if I miss, I'm going to hit your window. I don't think you'll like that. Don't think he would like that. My aim is no good. Well, Parker, to get your aim, make sure you're following your fundamentals, and then practice some more. Repetition and fundamentals is what's going to get you on target. Do you know what's wrong with your shooting? How are you off? Is there a problem you're having? Yeah, I have a Slingshot Basics course. It's in my description. If you're struggling with stuff, check that out. I can't remember if I've already released it or if I have it coming out maybe this coming week. I have a video on what to do when your aim is off. I think that might be coming out this week. I can't remember. And it kind of goes over some of the fundamentals you should know, but shows you how to check them and get you back on target. Yeah, but if you don't know much about slingshots, my Slingshot Basics course is awesome. Goes from everything from the different kinds of slingshots and different kinds of grips and ammo and bands and anchor points and how to aim, and goes through a lot of those basics. It's really good. There's a link in the description if you need that kind of help. And once you're on there, feel free to shoot me a message. I love helping, answering questions. I do not mind at all if you want to reach out to me through private message. Oh, I smacked that 50. That's the 50 that's on its last leg, but I just haven't killed it. You can get the 40 next to it. Can't believe we put a hole in that can from 25 yards. Got the golf ball right next to the 40. Oh, there we go. We got her. Boom. We'll zoom in just a touch so you can see a little bit better. Leon Anchor says, hello, Parker. You guys must know each other. I like it when people that know each other get on and make this like a community. I hit that wiffle golf ball straight on and it bounced out a couple of feet. I'm going to try and hit the little bell, which is right there. There we go. Smacked her good. We have been on for 48 minutes. I was going to go to a friend's house and shoot today with a kid we've been teaching. That he's kind of like adopted dad to, and I was going to do a live there while we were working with the kid and helping him get dialed in and stuff, but they're off doing something else. So tomorrow's a holiday, so I might go over after lunch tomorrow. Be kind of fun to do a live with them. You could watch the kids shoot, and I'm giving him techniques to help him get better, and he wants to learn, and he's doing really well. So you might pick up a tip or two from that. Be pretty cool. Thought it'd be kind of fun to host a live one time and promote it, where we're going to teach somebody to shoot live. Like schedule it like a premiere or something. So I got a couple kids that would not mind doing it, and I think they'd be pretty quick learn. Think that'd be a cool live stream one day? Let me know if you'd like to see that, and I'll try and arrange it. Ooh, got the 40. Hey, we got 77 people and 74 likes. That's how we should be. All right, let's hit that frog again. He's over here. First shot. Can we get him 2 in a row? Nope. Just a little left. Oh, my friend at the man cave is out. I got the metal thing that he's hanging on. One of the things I'm going to try soon for a slingshot slow-mo on the channel, I want to try and pound a nail. I want to try and drive a nail. I got some friends at the RC field gave me some pieces of balsa. I'm going to make a small block of balsa up and put a roofing nail in it and see if I hit the head of the nail, if it'll drive it in. I think that'd be kind of cool. I know Sam has knocked the nail over, but it'd be kind of fun to try and drive one. Roofing nail has a big head on it, so I got a fighting chance. Now I can't hit that frog to save my life. Let's try one more time. There we go. Wrap them around the stake. What's the targets down at the bottom? Oh, down at the bottom, I'll zoom in so you can see them. Those are some flip overs. You hit them and they flip, and then you hit the top one and it flips back. They're, for the distance I'm at, they're a little heavy. Let me see if I can hit one. You can't see me much, but you can see the targets. I get them to flip sometimes. This particular slingshot does have the power to do it. But you got to hit it toward the bottom of the target to flip it, because it won't have the energy otherwise. There we go. Flipped one. Let's see if we can flip another one. The 22 would be perfect with this, or some big bands and some 9.5 steel would flip these really well. I'm using 8mm steel, so I don't quite have the inertia in my shots to really do the damage, but it will flip them. Let's flip another one and then we'll pop them back. Ooh, almost got that one. Nobody's ever asked about those targets. I don't shoot them that much, just because they're hard to do. Maybe I should. They're all black. I painted them fluorescent green so I could see them. There we go. Can we get one more? Can we get one of the sides? There we go. Oh, there's only one left. Let's get them all. Let's get them all. Let's get them all. Two. See my ammo gathering up on the mesh stack back there. There we go. Got them all. All right. Now, hope you guys can see that. Now, if I hit the top one, roughly I'm at 33 feet. Competition range is 10 meters. So I do most of my practice shooting at 33 feet, which is 10 meters. So that when I go to a tournament once a year, I'm ready to go. All right, so now we're going to hit that top one and pop them back. Boom. That ammo bounced halfway back to me. There, that's how those work. That's pretty cool. Happy that worked. Thanks for asking about that. That was fun. You know, I think I need to blow that can up again. We already blown one up, but I think it's time for another. Just because it's so gosh darn fun. Let me hit my pheasant one more time, people. One more time on the pheasant. There we go. We smacked her good. All right, let me put this away. Okay, this one, we're using our long draw just because it's fun. I'm not as good at this, learning, but I'm getting better quickly. I put these little finger guards on because sometimes the bands snap back and hit you and it hurts. I don't like pain. I'm a wuss. Hope I dropped some ammo. Let's not waste that in the yard. All right, so this is a custom-made gapper frame. It's green on one side, orange on the other, two of my favorite colors. It was custom made for me. As you notice, it's a much narrower gap. It's got a longer band on it. It's a different style of shooting. It's a little more difficult, and it's something I've been working on for about 6 weeks now, and I'm getting much better, but I'm still not completely accurate with it. So let's see how we do. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see the can. The can is right there. As you can see, this is a whole different kind of aiming. But it's fun. It looks cool. Yeah, these bands are too long. I need to shorten them a little bit. But I'm working up the muscles in my shoulder right now. Later. Oh, so close. There you go. It's a nice hit. It's 2 hits. Super cool. Thanks, John Walker. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. I'm not as accurate as some, but I'm having a good time. I'm sharing it with friends and teaching a little bit along the way. With my other slingshots, I'm better, but I'm getting good with this much quicker. Oh, we put a hurt on that one. Yes, it is a fellow ranger, Mr. Clayton Bowling. We have a group at our church. I'm one of the leaders. Been in it since I was a kid in the 60s. And I'm in my 60s now, so that'll tell you something. We actually have our big boys camp coming up in June. Slingshots is one of the event activities the kids get to participate in, and I will be managing that. Waiting for the wind to calm. If you see my band shaking from the wind, that's robbing power. So you have to wait for them to calm down, and I didn't on that one. Clayton, where are you from, buddy? We are in Wisconsin. Royal Rangers is a fairly decent group here. We'll have about 250 kids at the camp in a month. We are the Wisconsin and Northern Michigan group. Come on, Philip. You're better than that. Take your time, as Mr. Sam would tell you. Oh, that was close. If the can wasn't bent, I would have hit it. But you know what? We're having fun. That wasn't a good hit, but it's a hit. Sam's got to leave. Ohio. Hey, you're not far away. Cool. Cool, cool. It's still very much a thing. There's pockets where it's kind of dead, but we've got a very vibrant Wisconsin. The wind's messing it up. In case you're wondering what me and Clayton are talking about, Royal Rangers is a boys mentoring program from the Assembly of God Church. Very similar to Scouts. A lot of the same kind of activities, but a little more God-focused. It's a lot of fun. We believe boys learn best hands-on with each other. Throw girls in the mix and they get all wonky. There we go. There goes a bee. The wind's blowing my can down there. It's like a shooting gallery. Sam is totally excited, guys, going to the tournament this weekend. It's his first one. He's having a slingshot made for him that he's going to pick up when he's there. He got some money, and he's going to get a cool new Liberty Custom. It's going to be purty. Don't know if he'll compete with it, but I've seen that boy shoot. Probably better than I am. So I hope he does well and makes some good friends. If you're going to be there, make sure you look him up and hang out with him. And go to the shooting practice range and blow some stuff up with the boy. Have some fun. I'd really like to go, but 9.5 hour drive is a little too much. I don't like driving that much. There we go. Now it's wrapped around a piece of paracord. Hopefully if I hit it right, it will unwrap it from the paracord. I didn't hit it very good there. Needs a good hit to put a rip in it. Once there's a hole in it, we're off to the races. I got a hole in it that time. I saw a big old gaping hole. I knocked it off the string. Let me go put it back on. What's in my bag that I'm firing? Yes, it's 8mm steel. Steel bearings. The standard competition sizes are 7, 8, and 9.5mm. I've shot some 9mm. It takes a little bit bigger band to shoot it well, to keep the speed up. And I'm not a big burly guy. I sit behind a desk all day. Not super strong, so 8mm was good because I can use a lighter weight band. And the pull weight on it, the draw on it is very small. The draw on some of these slingshots with these thin bands is like 5 to 7 pound draw weight. And with my short draw, I have them optimized for speed. I'm getting a good solid 220 plus feet per second with those things. Wind. Christina Bowling says, hey. Well, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Philip's Hobbies channel. We're shooting slingshots today because it's fun, it's quiet, it's relaxing, and you get to shoot stuff. And your neighbors just think you're out playing with toys. I gotta slow down, I'm going too fast. There we go, we got a hit. Wasn't a good hit. This one is not cutting as quick as the other one. I think the bands are starting to get stretched out, so they're losing some of their oomph. So that was a good hit. That put a hurt on it, as you could hear, I'm sure. Wind is something else. Yeah, it'll mess you up. It'll mess you up if you see my bands doing like this while I'm drawing. If I don't wait for it to stop or stop it, that wind, that vibration steals power right away from your bands, and it'll make a lot of problems for you. I have a few wayward shots because of the wind. I don't think it's bad, and then it starts right as I'm letting go. There we go. That's a good hit. Wrapped it around that paracord again. All right, let's see if we can knock it off or break it this time. Self-defense class. Did you try and recover all the BBs? So is it with a magnet? Yes, I have a magnet. It's by the barrel. You can't really see it. It's laying down on the ground. It's got a handle on it. It'll hold up to 25 pounds. And I just go around and suck them all up. I'm using 8mm bearings, so they just grab the magnet. It's super easy. It takes about 5 minutes. Of course, you lose a few here and there, but or some of them get buried under grass and you don't see them for a few days, but it's environmentally friendly because we're not letting them sit there and rust. Come on, Will. In fact, I should go grab my magnet and pick some up and show it to you. Let me take a couple more shots though. A couple more hits and we'll go pick some of that ammo up and show you how that works. Wind got that one. If you saw, I don't know if you can see it on the feed, but it was vibrating. Shouldn't have let it go. Yeah, that thing was wrapped bad around that paracord. But maybe it'll be easier to cut now because it's not swinging around. Let's do it. Let's do it. That kind of went through a hole. Didn't look like a good shot. It just didn't have much impact. That was a good hit. Looks like I'm gonna have to make a trip down there and fix it. Let me get one more hit before I do that. I'll go pick some, grab my magnet, and I'll take my camera down there and show you. All right, I'm gonna put this down for a second. I'm gonna grab my camera. Yeah, I hope you win that frame, Sam. That would be awesome. All right, so this is my magnet. You can see all the ammo down here. You can hear it getting picked up. I think I got this for like $10 off Amazon. And da-da-da-da. Bunches of ammo, just like that. Gonna leave that. Let's untangle our can here so we can finish it off. I'm gonna swing this out a little bit. There we go. Forgot I was zoomed in, sorry. That was not my best work. All right, I'm gonna take this back with me, my ammo. All right. I need more ammo. I have it. So that's how we collect the ammo, in case you were curious. It's a bounce out machine. Just don't let it bounce back at you, Sam. That would be cool if you won the Moan Waller machine. Moan makes some of the best, prettiest custom slingshots you'll ever see. All right, let's finish that can off, shall we? I thought you had to go, Sam. Are you back? Or did you just never leave because you like us so much? Oh, frame hit. Dude, look what happened. Completely knocked. It hit the silicone tape that ties my band on and broke it completely loose. Didn't do any damage though. I guess we're done with this for the day. So I'm going to put that away, and I guess we'll get the short drawer out and finish off that can quickly. Whoops. Throw you over there. All right, so let's zoom back in. I must have gotten careless on there. Alden Eldridge just got here. Welcome. 199 people on. Been on an hour and 12 minutes. Glad for every one of you guys that are on. All right, so we're going to finish off that can down there. Let me zoom in so you can see it. This is my short draw. Much more accurate with it. It won't take long to finish that can off with this thing. Carries a bit better speed. All I got to do is hit it. Oh yeah, put a hurt on it. I love cutting cans. Yeah, this one's packing a little bit more speed than the long draw machine. I gotta trim some off those bands. Since they're off now, I'll just do it tonight, and I'll be ready for tomorrow. Don't fly this way, little bird. You might get hit. I tipped it, but I didn't hit it very good. You notice the difference in how I'm shooting now. This is called short draw, where you draw back to your face. It's the way I learned. I am much more accurate this way. But I know guys with long draw that could smoke me with my short draw. It's just a matter of getting the repetition and the time in to do it. Yeah, we're mangling that can pretty good. Starting to get a tiny little tear in my band, but it's still good to shoot for a bit. At least till we drop the can, and don't worry, I have a backup. Oh, it's getting bigger too. You can see it right there. That's how you know when your bands are starting to go bad. But I still got a few shots left in it. Still shooting good. Of course, if I start missing now, I can blame it on the bands. Maybe the bands are messing me up now because I'm not hitting. Just saying. Consistently to the right, so I'm doing something wrong. And I know how to fix it. There we go. That thing is chewed up. Went right through the gap on it. Cutting it in half, just about there. Oh, that was a good hit. A couple more. She is chewed up. She is chewed up. I knocked a little piece of aluminum off the side. I hit it square in the bottom. You can hit it on the edge and spin it. It should whip it. Like that. It's barely hanging on now. I think you can see it. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit more for the last one. And then I'll check the comments. I see a few comments came in. There, you should be able to see it pretty good now. Is this the shot? Ripped a big old piece of aluminum off, but it is still hanging on. This can, oh. You got what happened? Not to fear. Not to fear. I have a backup. Got my Scout LT2 out. Let's finish that can off, and then I'll catch up on the comments. I saw some people had a couple questions. I will be happy to answer them. Just give me 1 second. Well, that one broke too. Didn't think that one was breaking. I guess I will answer. Ooh, I got a treat for you guys. I forgot I had this. Everybody asks about these. The old wrist rocket. See if we can smack the can with the wrist rocket. I fixed it up by putting flat bands on it, so it actually shoots good now. Except my watch gets in the way. All right. We still have something we can shoot for a few rounds before we sign off. So here we go. Might take me a minute to dial it in. It's a big old bumblebee. Get out of my way. Bounced off the back fabric and hit the can. I don't think this has much power in it. It's pretty weak, I think. I'm hitting all around except where I need to hit it. I'm using the old school wrist rocket. Yes, they can be made into a good slingshot. Okay, I'm going to try one or two more. Then I'm going to check the comments because I saw some questions would come in. Then we'll take a few more shots with the old wrist rocket. And call her a day, since everything I have is broke now. Means we had some fun. There we go. That was a hit. One more. Maybe it'll drop. There we go. Boomed it. All right, let's zoom out. Let me scroll back and find some comments. Okay, I got the recovery up with a magnet. Is this a Slingshot homemade? No, the one you saw me shooting, this is called the Axiom X from Simpleshot. My description below is a link to Simpleshot where I buy a lot of my slingshots. They are like I don't know how to say it. They got everything you could want for slingshots. They're based in the US, good people, and they got all kind of slingshots, ammo, targets, everything you need to get started. So if you're interested in getting started, that's the place to go. Simpleshot. There's a link in the description. This is the Axiom X. It's a aluminum frame that is fully adjustable. So once I learned to shoot, I got this frame and I can dial it to fit my hand the way I want. This is the one that I really learned to shoot on, the Scout LT2 from Simpleshot as well. It was my first really good one that I got really accurate with. So this one has a good place in my memories in my heart. Unfortunately, I thought I had good bands on them, but they both broke. But in fairness, I did shoot the red one a lot today. Finally found a great live. Thanks, Alabama Eldridge. We appreciate that. There's a lot of weird stuff in the lives. I've scrolled through them a few times myself, and I try and make it fun. I like to answer questions, show a fun sport. It's a quiet sport. The neighbors don't hear you, except maybe when you're smacking a can, and I think you're just a kid out there playing with a toy. Wind, right? Yeah, that's why I was missing, because it was the wind. Yeah, Sam's taking some spinners to the tournament, and whoever brings spinners to shoot at gets their name thrown in the hat. Somebody's going to win a custom-built frame, which is really cool. Fun, fun, fun in the sun. Yes, Alabama Eldridge, it is. It's a beautiful day here. I assume you're in Alabama. I'm in Wisconsin. It's like 75, 77 degrees, a light breeze with a cool air in it. I'm in the shade right now, and it is like a little bit of heaven. It's just awesome. Bet you drive your mom crazy as a kid. Actually, when I was a kid, I didn't get to do anything fun like this. My friends all hunted. We lived in the city. My mom and dad weren't outdoor people, so we never got to hunt. We did a little bit of fishing, and so we never got to play with stuff like this. I think my brother had a wrist rocket with the big old foam thing when he was a kid and the big old tubes, and just didn't interest me back then. But I will say, every time I was away from home and someone handed me a BB gun or a pellet gun or something to shoot, even though I'd never done it, I usually did pretty well considering I didn't know what I was doing. So I won't say I have a natural affinity for it, but as a kid, whenever I got the chance, I did better than I thought I would at it. And I always enjoyed it. Now I get to do it because I'm older. It's my backyard. It's quiet. The neighbors do not mind. In fact, I can show you on here, that house is abandoned. It's going to be torn down soon and rebuilt into a nice 2-story, 3-bedroom home by this guy here. He bought the house when the previous owner passed away, and that house is beyond repair. The electric is falling out of the wall. There's mold all over. There was no hot water in the house. It was just, the lady was a hermit. She was really sick, and they just let the house deteriorate. So that's going to be torn down. My neighbor over there that's buying the house, his father-in-law was here one time, and he told him about me doing YouTube. He said, oh yeah, there's a YouTuber. He's out shooting. So his dad came over and didn't mind, thought it was cool. I think he subscribed to the channel. And my neighbor over here is a hunter. He doesn't care what I do. I can't see for the trees. There's a old liquor store that a guy bought and turned into a man cave. And he doesn't mind because I help control the chipmunks. So the neighbors really don't mind. What other stuff do I like to do? Or like this? This is really the only target shooting I do. I do have a 22, and I've got a couple of handguns for protection. I conceal carry sometime. But as far as things I like to do, my other hobby, this is my second hobby. Actually, it's kind of taken over as my first hobby. But my other big hobby that I do a lot of is I fly RC airplanes. I was out yesterday. If you look at my channel, I just posted an RC plane video with a video that a plane that I built over the winter. Kind of mashed up two kits of one plane and made a twin out of it. It's kind of cool. I don't think it's ever been done, and it flew great. I shouldn't have told you that. Now you don't have to watch the video. Anyway, yeah, I do that. That's my other hobby. The other thing that I like to do, other than spending time with my family and stuff, I am an aviation nerd. I love aviation. We go to the big air show in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and at the end of July for our vacation, we're there for the entire week because it's only like an hour and a half away. The other thing I do a lot of, I'm very involved with my church, which is only 3 blocks up the road. In fact, we have an archery club and a range in the basement. When I can't shoot here, I can shoot down there. I am the worship leader at my church, and I play guitar, so I enjoy sitting down sometime and practicing and just being able to sing along with what I'm playing. And those are the 3 things that really occupy my time, other than my wife and just enjoying life and all of my church family and friends from there. So that's what I do. You got to have a backup, yeah. And planes were my big thing for many years, and this Slingshot thing has gotten very interesting. And my YouTube channel's blown up. When I post that video of my airplane that I built, I posted it Thursday morning at 6 in the morning. We're what, 3-4 days in now? It doesn't even have 100 views. I can post a Slingshot video, and within a day, it's got 250, 300 views. So the Slingshot people are hungry for video way more than the RC people. I named my channel Philip's Hobbies, thinking I would be able to post RC videos for my friends and Slingshot, and then it blew up with the Slingshot stuff, and it's gone nuts. And I just can't believe it. And I'm thankful for all the viewers and subscribers. If you haven't subscribed and you think it's fun, you Slingshot stuff, subscribe. And I'm probably still going to post an RC video or 2. Not going to post as many as I thought because people just aren't watching. I'm not going to spend all that time making a video for nobody to watch. But I got something cool. I've had a couple of good RC videos. If you go back in my channel before the Slingshot stuff, the last video I made last year was titled, Am I on Drugs? And I built a plane that had the wheels on the wings so it flies upside down. And it was cool as all. And that one's got a couple thousand views. But it's been out there for 9 months. But yeah. Challenge you for a dance battle. The winner gets to keep the... No, because you'd probably win because this boy don't dance. I make the music, I don't dance to it. I might get a little jiggy while I'm playing, but I don't dance. You're shooting your custom long draw when the person asked if it was homemade. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I messed that one up. Thanks, Drill Belly. Yes, that one was custom made. That one I can show you. It's called the Piston from Josh Hicks. Hickson OK is his YouTube channel. It's G10 orange. Got a nice little maker's pin on it. Hawk slings. And I requested these colors and he made it for me. And this one is more advanced style of shooting. It's much harder, much more difficult, and a lot scarier. But I'm doing pretty well in it. I just haven't got my accuracy down, and I broke the band today because I made a mistake. Anyway, yes, thanks for clearing that up, Thrillbilly. Aldana, my name is... No, oh, sorry. I messed your name up. I'm way behind. Colorado. We're in Wisconsin. Actually, I'm seeing the screen good because I got shade. I'm just way behind. I'm back for a little bit, Andrew. Thanks, man. Portland, Poland. Okay. Yeah, the guy that made that Slingshot is from Portland. I made a mess today. I broke everything at home. Who knows who I am? Yeah, plus I'm kind of blind, you know. Sad there's going to tear that house down. Who needs a big house? Well, that house is a tiny 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's probably 700 square feet. There's no basement. It's on a foundation. It's the only house on the block that doesn't have a basement. And it would be hard to raise a family, and the guy wants to start a family. In fact, his wife's already pregnant. So they're building a house that they can have a family in, and they will sell the other one. But trust me, he's a builder. He went in there and said, there's mold this high up the walls because they had trash piled all around the walls. They had to wear respirators when they went in to clean the house out, the family did, because it stunk so bad from the dog and the sickness and all the trash that had piled up. And if you walk by the windows that are cracked, you can still smell it. and the electric was all hanging out of the wall. There was no hot water. And even though it's on a foundation with no basement, there was a hole in the bathroom floor. It was just a hot mess. And it would cost you more to fix that house than it would be worth. So yeah, unfortunately they have to tear it down. Grandson just enlisted in the Air Force. If I was doing military, it would be the Air Force because I'm a plane nerd. I love the planes. I just can't fly, so I do the RC trucks and cars more. That's nothing wrong with that. Those are fun too. In fact, about an hour down the road from here in Rockford, Illinois, very northern part of Illinois, there's a Twisted Lanes drift track that I want to go down and check out. You can rent a drift car and drive them around the track. It looks like it'd be fun. It's kind of, I've heard it's the hardest discipline in RC. I like the planes because they don't just go in a circle. And the trucks I've had always broke them, and it cost me money to fix them. So I do have a crawler, though. I do like RC crawlers because you have to be a little cerebral and think about what you're doing to pick your lines out, and it's slower and it's more precision instead of just ramming the ramp and skidding around a turn, which is fun. But if it's an RC car or truck, I love the rock crawler. I have one, I just don't play with it much. The old Daisy Slingshots, you know, they still make those. In fact, one of them's a wrist rocket, and they make one without the wrist brace, and it's just the slingshot. You can get them at Walmart and some of your big box outdoor stores. Russell said hi. Valentine said hi. William Winchester. Thank you, sir. Russell, let's see some slingshot. But unfortunately, I broke all my slingshots except this one old wrist rocket that I fixed up. But I will take a shot. I haven't shot in a little bit. See if I can hit that pheasant. Oh, got him right in the noggin. He's dead. Thank you, Vets, for the freedom. Yes, this is Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. Here in the U.S., if you're not in the U.S., sorry, but in the U.S. it's Memorial Day. And I'm a videographer. I do video for a living. This is a shameless plug, folks. Sorry, I'm going to go there since somebody brought it up. I'm very patriotic, and I appreciate the people who served. Years ago, when I was doing my video company, I was invited by a funeral home to film the project of a lifetime. They paid me because they wanted the footage for their TV advertisements, but I got to film from the airport to the burial site and everything in between. Vietnam POW whose remains were found and brought home after 40 years. And I made a video of it. And it won all kind of international awards. It was just the coolest story. Thrill Billy or some of you moderators, if you can go dig on my channel, it's way down at the bottom. You can't miss it. I think it has POW in the title. If you want to find that link and grab the link and throw it up there, I'll pin it. But if you get a chance, watch that video because it was just a cool experience to have found somebody who was missing, and the media is stuck 30, 40 yards away at the cemetery, and I'm under the tent with the casket and with the family. And I just got some really good footage, and it was just a really, really neat project that I'll never regret doing it. And it was kind of cool down the road years later when I would see my footage on their TV commercials from the funeral home too. But I would encourage you guys this Memorial Day weekend to watch it because that's what it's about, the people that gave and sacrificed their life and their family so we could be free. It's a big thing. In fact, tomorrow, the Memorial Day parade here in town starts out right in front of our church, 3 blocks up the road. So we go and we set up chairs and tables, and we have coffee and water for everybody and for the band and everything. Keep them hydrated before they hit the road. So it's something we thoroughly enjoy doing. Aldana, thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Thrill Billy, if one of you guys that are on there can go in my channel and find that link, I'll pin it so you guys can see it. It's really good. I still get emotional sometime watching it because it's just such an important video. I got to ride in the van with the Marines to the airport, and was on the tarmac by the airplane when they got the body off and all the formalities. It's all in the video. It's just really, you get to see what kind of respect that the military pays to their fallen comrades. It's just really cool. You like monster trucks? I love the, you're talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about RC. Yeah, they're fun. I also like them on TV, except they don't show them anymore. My favorite show that they took off the air that was awesome was BattleBots. That was cool. They got successful off of their TV contracts. And then they took it off the air, bought their own arena in Las Vegas. And now if you want to see it, you have to pay. They got famous and successful off of regular television. And then they decided they needed more money. That ticks me off. So most of the people that made them what they are can't watch what they're doing unless we pay for it. I don't agree with that. Andrew has the wrist rocket and the wrist. I'm glad I brought this out because somebody always asks about the wrist rocket. And I'm telling you, man, I got a video on my channel, how to fix your wrist rocket, where I show you how to put these very bands on it in that video. And it's old school. But you know what? With the wrist rocket, the reason you had this support is because they had these big old latex tubes on it. And those latex tubes were so hard to pull back that you'd never be able to keep your wrist straight for holding the slingshot. Now with these new bands that stretch so easy, then you don't need that wrist brace anymore. YouTube won't let me post my hobbies. I'm sorry about that. It must be some hobbies that go against their community guidelines. Here it is. All right, I'm going to pin that. Thanks, Thrillbilly. So if you want to see a cool video, copy and paste that and watch the video after I'm done. It's very emotional. For me, I filmed wedding videos. I filmed wedding movies. It was a pretty decent, okay job for about 12 years. But when this opportunity came, I couldn't pass it up. I got to tell a crazy cool story. It's just one of those things you're so glad you did. Thanks, Thrill Billy. Appreciate that, man. You the man. I owe you some more bands, buddy. Sent Thrill Billy a couple of bands to try out that I made. He does a lot of work on these lives for me, kicking ne'er-do-wells out, and I appreciate it. And he gets nothing for it, so I mailed him some bands. Let me know when you want more, bud. Put some on that Cleaver Pro you just ordered. Let me know how they do. I'm going to have to start calling this a day, I think. He pays me in Slingshot accessories. Yeah, well, I don't have to claim those. Neither one of us have to claim them on our taxes that way, do we? I'm getting pretty good. See, these things that everybody says are a piece of crap shoot great when you put good bands on them. But that's the key. You got to put good bands on them. Andrew, you said, yeah, RC monster trucks. Have you seen the video? It's been a while since I saw it. Somebody built a monster truck that had a miniature V8 engine on it that ran on gas, and it was a real V8 engine. It sounded awesome. I'm shooting okay with this thing. How about that? I wonder if I can hit that bell. Boom! First shot, like a boss. Like a boss. My leg is doing okay. It's bothering me a little bit, but not like some days. So maybe all them stretches I'm doing are helping. Main thing is this thing gets terribly tangled after every shot. But it shoots good. I still... Are you hung in the 70s? Oh! I hit that 50 leather spinner. Good. Oh, that pheasant is getting so beat up. That we've had a good time today, folks. I really have had a good time talking with everybody. We've had as many as 200 people on here at times. It's been awesome. Again, if you're in America and this is Memorial Day, go watch that video. It'll remind you what this day's about. It's not about all the vets. It's about the vets who died defending us so we can be free. The other one for all the vets is Veterans Day later in the year. This one is about the people who died for us. And I am truly grateful for that. So if you're watching and you're well, I can't say that because you're alive and you didn't die for us. I'll thank you on Veterans Day. Oh, that poor pheasant. He's taking a beating. Oh, Donnie, you just woke up and you thought you were still in the 70s? Were you having a bad dream or something? Aldana, are you a slinger? You've been hanging around and asking questions. I really think that's cool. And I think it's awesome. Just curious if you shoot these things. This isn't my best work with this because this is my backup slot sling. I went through 3 of them today. I remember the 70s. That's when I was in high school, late 70s, and I was in high school. Yeah, I'm old. I graduated in 80. That tells you something. I graduated in May of 1980. Then in December of 1980, I got married. And I'm still married to the same woman. Oh, 46 years this December. Aldana's an interesting name. Yes, it is. It's kind of cool, actually. Graduated in 83, so you're right behind me. You think you remember? Yeah, when you get to be our age, Aldana, it's sketchy at best. We forget things more. I can relate. Oh, Mom and Dad's name combo. I was born Friday the 13th of November. So you were bad luck to your parents? Ooh. That's kind of funny. Actually, I've had a lot of great things happen for me on Friday the 13th. They don't bother me. So your dad must be Al and your mom must be Donna. I got detective skills. I got my name because my name's biblical. Philip from the Bible. He's a disciple. But my mom says she wanted a girl. And if I was a girl, I was going to be named Phyllis. God, I'm glad I wasn't a girl because I've only known one Phyllis in my lifetime that wasn't ugly. I would have probably added to that number. So I'm glad I was a boy. Boom, got that pheasant again. Howard, Welcome, Thrill. Linda said hi a bunch of times. Well, I'm not saying hi that many times back. You're just going to have to live with one. Hello. All right, folks. We've been on here an hour and 45 minutes. We got 120 likes. There's 92 people still here. It's almost 4 o'clock my time. What's the ammo? Rocks? No. We are using 8mm bearings. I get them like 2,000 for like 30 bucks, and I reuse them because I got a big old magnet that I go down when I'm done and pick them up like that. So they're steel bearings. They work really good. They're nice, perfectly round. They're very true, and they provide enough impact to have a little fun. Ooh, that one bounced way off the side. Aloha, says Darren. Aloha. Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii twice when I was a kid. My dad worked for the airlines when I was a kid, so I got to travel all over the world. Christina said hi. I said hello back. When I was a kid and my dad worked for the airlines, we got to travel. I've been as far west as the Fiji Islands, and as far the other direction as Ghana, West Africa. My aunt and uncle were missionaries in Ghana. We got to go visit them one summer for 2 weeks. It was cool. Nothing like a sixth grader going to a third world country to find out what life is like there. You come home and you're very thankful for what you have. It was pretty rough back then. My aunt and uncle had a generator to power their house, and they could only run it for an hour or two at night. And they had to filter the drink it, and they could filtered it at a gallon in an hour. It was so slow. Boom. Been coast to coast. I'm too broke to go to Hawaii. I've been to a lot of states too over the years. It's only, I think, maybe 10 or 12 I haven't been to. I want to go to Alaska in the summer. Watch a lot of those reality shows from Alaska. It's so pretty. You got your GMA a year ago. Awesome, Dietrich. Where are you from, man? Our pastor's kid and our leaders, our head commander's kid got his GMA a couple years ago. He's 20 now. And we got 2 more kids on the path. I'm in Wisconsin, the Wisconsin district. I'm a leader with our group of boys. In our big boys camp coming up this summer, we're doing slingshots as one of the events and one of the activities for the kids, and I will be manning the slingshot area. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to call it quits with this one too. My wrap that holds the band on, that's just blowing everything up, is coming off, which means 1 or 2 more shots, this thing's going to hit me in the face. So I got nothing left to shoot. Let me get caught up on the comments. Hey, Aldana, thanks for subscribing. Ooh, somebody's got a turbo on their car. Aldana, if you're interested in slingshots and you want to learn how to do it, I have in the description is a link to my Slingshot Basics course. If you want to watch that, it talks about the kinds of slingshots, how to hold them, how to aim them, how to anchor, point, different kinds of bands, out pouches, ammo. It talks about all that kind of stuff. So feel free to watch those videos. And if you want, I love to help. I love to teach. It's one of the things I'm good at. It's a God-given talent and ability that I have, and I love doing it. That's why I do these. Feel free to reach out to me. Either leave a message in one of the comments on the videos, because I do read all of those, and let me know if you have questions, and I can help. If you want to look me up on Facebook, it's Philip with 1 L Hinkle, Hinkle. You'll know me when you find me because I have my red slingshot on my profile picture. Feel free to reach out to me that way as well, and I will help and answer any questions that I can. I'm too broke to live in Hawaii. Yeah, it's kind of expensive there. Arizona Faith Community Church down in Arizona, down in Tucson. I got a guy that used to be one of our leaders here in our church moved to Tucson. I don't know what church he goes to. His name's Mark Lease. If he goes to your church, you might know him. I'd imagine it's very expensive to live in Hawaii. It sounded like a Ford 6-liter Power Stroke diesel. It very well might have been, because it was a diesel and the exhaust pipe was about this big. You might have been right. I didn't see the brand, but it was definitely a diesel. Definitely had that turbo wound up, and the exhaust pipe was like this big. Natalie is here. Hello. Tell your wife she's blessed. Thank you. I hope she feels that way. I really do. I try and make her feel that way because that's my job. And anyway, enough of that. Again, it's Memorial Day weekend. There's a link there at the bottom pinned on the comments in the chat. Go watch that video if you're in America and you appreciate what the veterans did that gave their life for our country. It's a video I made many years ago. It's not HD. It is widescreen. That's back before we were filming. We were filming HD, but we were delivering in standard definition because people didn't want to pay for it. And so unfortunately, that was pulled off of another spot and then loaded to YouTube. So it's standard definition widescreen. It's not as clear as I wished it was. But I made that video many years ago, and it was a very emotional time, and it was a really amazing experience. And it really shows you what Memorial Day is really all about. It was a POW whose remains were found and identified after 40 years. And he was brought home to be with his family. And it was just amazing. So go watch that if you get a chance. God blessings to everyone. Yes, thank you. Catch you later. Thanks, Raking. Thanks for hanging around, buddy. Thrillbilly, thank you for moderating. Going to hit the road. It's been fun. We're almost 2 hours in, and my leg's feeling okay. Still hurts, but it's okay. So I got to go collect my ammo, pick up all the cans that I blew up, and who knows, maybe we'll do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to go to my friend's house, a kid that I've been working with there, and I want to do a live with him while I'm helping him learn. So it might be kind of a fun, different live tomorrow. Won't be as fancy a target range. I've only got 3 or 4 targets, but it's fun because it's a kid learning to shoot, and it's fun teaching him. So we may have that in store for you tomorrow, I hope. So anyway, thank you for watching. God bless everyone, and you guys have a good evening. Have a great Memorial Day. Grill some burgers. That's what I got planned for this evening. So take care, folks, and we'll see you later. God bless.